This is my movie review to Vlogumentary. I'm going to be giving my review to Vlogumentary in 3 parts. Part 1, things I liked about the movie and things I didn't much care for about the movie. Part 2, things that they did well, things they could have done better, and some things they could have just rearranged and actually put in and would have made it a lot better or done without. And last but not least is my overall thoughts and questions for all of you out there. So let's get started. So I'm going to start off with 3 things I liked about the movie and 3 things I didn't too much care about. So number 1 thing I liked about the movie was they did go into depth, and they did go into a little more depth than they normally would in their daily vlogs. Like when Charles was debating whether or not to continue vlogging. I mean, they hinted at that in the vlogs, but they never really showed what that was like, you know. And then when they interview him, they're like, "Oh yeah," it's like more, it's raw, it's real raw, because it's like, do we do it, you know, continue, or do we not continue? And that, I liked it, man. I really liked that aspect. Okay, so part 2, moving along to part 2 of part 1. The second thing I liked about the movie was they had a large number of small YouTubers having a say in telling what the story of vlogging is all about, and how these different people, you know, affected their lives in a positive way, really empowered themselves to do vlogging themselves, or to just get up and have courage. That's what I like, because there are some other documentary movies that just solely focus on the big YouTubers, solely focus on the big YouTubers. And the third and final part of this stuff I like in part 1 is I liked that it wasn't, you know, over dramatic. It wasn't like da 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 da, you know. It was raw, it was real. The emotions were real. You could see that in their answers. You could hear that when they were talking. You could see it in their facial expressions. So now for the 3 parts of the movie I didn't care too much about. One is, they could have done without the Forbes guy, in my opinion. It just took away from the story. And if you're trying to tell the story about Vlogumentary and understand and make people understand what vlogging is all about, that you could have done without, man, and actually put some other things in that segments and really perpetuate the story, because those were pretty long segments, man. You know. And then part 2 of what I don't like was, at the beginning, it was just kind of, for me, it was like kind of rapid pace, really quickly, really fast, really fast. So you could follow the story, but at the same time, you had a kind of a hard time keeping up. And the third thing that I didn't too much care for was there's a lot of stuff that just was left out, man, that would have helped tell the story, that they should have put in there. Like the very, very beginning, when Shay, you know, in California, they had some of that, but they didn't have a lot of that. And there was a lot of stuff that, you know, I understand, you know, don't put the kids in, that's fine. But there's lots of other things, man, that was just missing, that they had probably filmed and would have helped tell the story better. They could have cut some other thing out and put that stuff in instead. But remember, this is my opinion. These are my thoughts. You're entitled to think what you want to think. So don't belittle me or anyone else and say, hey, awesome, that's what you think. This is what I think. That's cool. So now to part 2 of things I think they did good, things they could have done better, and things they could have done without or less. So let's go with things that they did good. they went into depth. They did that, man. They went into depth. They actually told a good story. And that's what documentary is supposed to be, is tell a good story. Or any movie, for that matter, is from A to B. Or A to Z. Whatever analogy you want to use. That was good. And the fact that they put a lot of small YouTubers in there was also amazing and good. Because it shows that, hey, YouTube is nothing without small YouTubers. Talking about these big YouTubers from their viewers, just the casual viewers or the people who just want to watch but don't make videos or leave comments, wouldn't know about these other people if it wasn't for the small YouTubers. So that's something they did good. And the last thing they did good was they didn't, focus too much on one top, from one topic to the next story. It was like, focus around this. It was like, oh, so this leads to this and leads to that. So things that could have done better was, one thing that could have done better was slow down the first half of the movie. Slowed it down a little bit. Not too much, but just a little more so people could understand, catch their breath, man, and actually go, oh, okay. So that's what that meant, and so forth, so forth. Especially if you're trying to make this towards people who just still don't get what YouTube and vlogging is all about. Another thing they could have done better was put a few more important words of wisdom from some small YouTubers. Yeah, there was a lot of good things in there, but a few more would have been really good. And now for some things they could have done with less. They could have done less with the Forbes guy. They could have done less with explaining the money aspect. It just could have done less, man. Because you think the average person who sees this is going to really care about the money aspect? Not really. So there you go, people. That's what they could have done. That's what they did good, could have done better, and could have done less with. Once again, these are my opinions, and I respect all your opinions out there. So moving on to the final last part, my overall views. Is it good? Was it a good movie? Yes, despite all the stuff I said earlier, it was still a good movie, an awesome movie. I suggest you go watching it, and watch it with an open mind. So now, my questions for all you out there is, are you excited? If you haven't seen it, are you excited to see it? If you have seen it, tell me what you thought about it, either in your own video review, and leave a link down below in the comment section, or leave a comment down below what you thought about my review. If you agreed or disagreed, that's fine. I'm not going to shame you. Or put down in the comments what you thought. I also have a link, if you haven't seen the movie, I'll have a link down below in the description box, as well as I'll have a link playlist to all other things talking about Vlogumentary, as well as I will gather up everyone who's made a review so far and make a playlist of every review I could find so you can check out other people's reviews. Well, that's all I gotta say. This is Maximus saying, until next time, thanks for watching, and this has been another edition of The Awesome YouTuber. Peace out. Bye for now.